his name up in lights. Don Miller is live every Thursday night. He's bold, he's real, no filters, no shade. When hits the mic, the truth gets laid. Don's in the building, his swag so tight. Check your feelings, he's exposing all the lies. Every Thursday at 8, his voice takes the stage. The man's got soul like a record with age.
How y'all doing? Hey, it's Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, the Don Miller Damn Show. I've been amped up about this conversation for a long ass time. I'm telling you right now, I was sitting there today saying to myself, Self, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Shout out to Bernie Mac, who coined that phrase. I miss my friend so much. Shout out to Bernie Mac, who was the first person I ever heard say he was sick and tired of being sick and damn tired. And I'm telling you, that's how I'm feeling right now. So much is going on. The world is going to hell in a handbasket. America is in crisis. And I just got to come in here and have a conversation. So listen, I didn't post a show topic or not wanted to focus on tonight because I just want to come in, go down the whole list of shit that's been on my chest. And I hope that's okay with y'all. And if it's not, I'm so sorry for you. But I got a lot of shit on my chest right now. Shout out to Phil, the podcast doctor.
Hey!
Also to my girl who makes this thing come over the airwaves. Amazing. Amber Cuccia from Amber Cuccia Designs up there, around there, back up in the middle over there. She's just a little white lady just sitting at home, clicking away on the laptop all day long, nursing babies and doing good work. I want to shout her out. Thank you so much, Amber. You just a nice little white lady.
Did you see her post that she posted about like the client growth she's had since March? It was crazy.
No.
Yeah, it went from like 40,000 to like 800,000 or something like that.
To who?
Well, you're in there too, but I mean, just like from when they started.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I had some growth.
Come on, man.
Well, again, thank you, Amber Cuccia. Again, she's sitting over there somewhere up in there in the middle of nowhere in Florida, nursing babies and doing great work. Thank you again. Listen, I got a lot to get to. If you are offended easily, go listen to something else right now.
I have a sad violin for you.
Go listen to something else right now. If you are offended, if you get in your feelings, especially if you're a Negro and you look like me and you fight the truth every day in your daily walk, I got a lot to talk about tonight. If you are a bitch-ass Christian, let me repeat that for those who didn't hear me. If you a bitch-ass, soft-ass Christian who called Jesus Christ your personal Savior and you don't do any reading, then you need to go listen to something else too. Because tonight, I'm getting this off my chest. I'm going to do this show. I'm going to hop my ass in the Buick, and I'm going to go smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
Telling you what I'm doing tonight. This is the Don Miller plan tonight. Man, it be so damn dark so early, man. I was started getting sleepy at 3:30, but I had to fight my way through this, right?
Dude, 6 o'clock is pitch.
That's crazy, man. Look, I don't believe in daylight savings time. That's the petition I want to sign. We need to get rid of this nonsense of daylight savings time.
I thought we did. Didn't we, like 10 years ago?
It's coming up soon where it's going to all go away, but y'all need to speed this up. And for all the assholes, especially the asshole in Indianapolis, Indiana, been telling me I need a haircut.
Really?
Phil is introducing me to his Dominican barber.
Yeah, his name is Chocal.
I had a Dominican barber before, and he got deported. And so Phil got another Dominican barber. You gonna holler at him for me?
I got you, bro.
Yeah, I like it at first. My hair was long and sticking up. Now I look crazy. I look like Deacon Willie Earl. I don't want to look like Deacon Willie Earl. And I don't want to be him. But I want to get rid of this. I want to trim it up, take some off the top, some off the sides. I used to look a little younger. My mustache is all up in my nostrils. I don't want to live this life no more. Okay? I want to be free. Thank you so much, everybody. So much to get to. Of course, if you are following the news, I got to come out of the gate with this because we had an election across the country this Tuesday. The Dominican barber about to get deported. No, my Dominican. Hey, stop it, man. That's tea time, man. Shout out to Saturday, whoever he called himself. But to me, you'll always be tea time. My favorite producer of the Don Miller Show. Over the years, he's been my favorite producer. Listen, in real life, right? There were elections all over the country this week, and a lot of Democrats lost. And there are a lot of people calling it a blue sweep, and it's a wrap, and the Democrats are coming back strong. And I'm calling bullshit, right? Remember that little baby bullshit? That's what I'm saying. Listen to me. It's early on, okay? It's very early. I studied all of those races, and there was one point in all of those races where at some point I felt like they would not be won by the Republican. So just chill out, sit back, buckle your seatbelt, because we getting ready to see something we've never seen before as a voting public in this country. And that is coming out of New York with the resurgence of this dude, Mamdani.
Oh, sorry.
Play that again? Mamdani, right? Mamdani. I can't even say his whole ass damn name.
Okay, sorry.
So Mamdani became the mayor of New York on Tuesday. Interesting guy, born in Uganda. His mom was a television producer. Matter of fact, she made one good movie that I actually saw called Mississippi Masala, about an Indian in Mississippi. You got to go watch it. It's a decent movie. It won some low-level awards, but not critical acclaim. And so he's a young guy, 34, the youngest mayor in 116 years in New York. Went to Bowdoin College up in Maine, which is a pretty good school. Matter of fact, my son almost went there, but it was cold as a witch's tit. Sorry, that's totally inappropriate. It was cold. But interesting guy. He's definitely 100% a socialist. He told y'all he was a Democratic socialist, but this guy is a socialist. So I'm counting. I shouted out the Shannon Burke show yesterday. I was on the Shannon Burke podcast with Shannon and Easy, and we were talking about this. And this guy calls himself a Democratic socialist, but this guy's actually a socialist, right? And I want people, the young people, because if you look at the numbers in New York, most of the people who had lived in New York for a long time did not vote for him. It's the people who've been there 5 to 8 to 9 years who ran to the polls, a lot of young people. He promised them a bunch of good stuff, too, like you can ride the bus for free, ride the train for free. It's going to have some city-owned grocery stores. You can get some free food. And the cornerstone of socialism is free shit. You hear me? Mm-hmm. It's amazing, right? How many people right now are attacking the government, but these are the same people in the second video, they mad because they ain't got their EBT money. If they feed you, they can control you and they can starve you. Look at it. So as opposed to attacking the conversation, maybe you should be trying to get away from the trough. Because if they can feed you, they can control you. Let's say this together. Jobs. Jobs, right? And it's amazing. So I'm listening to Mamdani talk, and I followed his conversation or his rhetoric the whole time, and it was just all about giving something to people, right? I don't think they understood, shout out to Randy Ross, I don't think they understood the magnitude of what they were engaging in. And that's why I'm so excited to see it come to fruition. And it reminds me of a situation that happened in my personal life. But let's get back to who Mamdani is, right? Mamdani's dad, Mahmoud Mamdani,
That's a wrestling name.
Mahmoud. He's a professor at Columbia University. He came to the United States under what was called the Kennedy Airlift between 1959 and 1963. A lot of people from East Africa were brought to this country and given scholarships. And his dad, Mamdani's dad, Dr. Mahmoud Mamdani, came here, went to the University of Pittsburgh first. Then I think he went on to Tufts University and then to Harvard University. And he's landed at Columbia, where he's a professor as we speak in African studies, among other things. But he's written about 30 books, and all of these books have some attachment to the socialist conversation. So you can't let your history be a mystery. So here's this guy, young 34-year-old mayor of New York, who promised a lot of free stuff, said a lot of things. And you know, we had this show before, I think, Phil, when I was saying, look, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is, right?
True.
But that's to grown folk. To kids, you could tell them any damn thing. And so when I'm listening to this and I'm watching this young guy and I study this history, this is a guy who's always had money and he's got a beef with this country. But can somebody explain to me how all these people bring their asses to this country and have a beef with this country? Stay your ass in your country. Why you come here with a beef? So I'm listening to this guy and he's like standing on the corner and he's talking all this nonsense and he's absolutely offering up free stuff. And for a minute I was mad at him. I was like, this damn Mamdani, Zohran, whatever his damn name is, Mamdani, whatever his name is. I can't believe this guy is offering up this free shit. Like, no, free shit, no, right? And then that hit me. But I want you to listen to, real quick.
We say on Steinway, ana minkum wa ilaykum. Thank you to those so often forgotten by the politics of our city who made this movement their own. I speak of Yemeni bodega owners and Mexican abuelas, Senegalese taxi drivers and Uzbek nurses, Trinidadian line cooks and Ethiopian aunties. Yes, aunties. To every New Yorker in Kensington and Midwood and Hunts Point, know this. This city is your city, and this democracy is yours too.
Hit the brakes. What did he miss?
Americans.
Well, not any American, white or Negro. Play that again, because I want to break this down, Phil. I know it's going to take you a minute, grab the beginning. But this is what I'm talking to you clowns about. Especially if your family dug holes in this bitch and built something in this country, right? And you ran your monkey ass out and voted for this dude. Phil,
we
play
say
that.
On Steinway, ana minkum wa ilaykum. Thank you to those so often forgotten by the politics of our city who made this movement their own. I speak of Yemeni bodega owners and Mexican abuelas, Senegalese taxi drivers and Uzbek.
Stop it right there.
Okay.
He didn't mention Bob, Karen, Amber, or Xantavius.
We're flying to Philadelphia.
And they vote too. We have to be careful when we let someone point us in a direction. This guy right here, I'm so happy if this happening in New York and nowhere else. Okay.
Well, Randy says it in the text here. It says, "Don't New York City or Orlando." This is exactly what we get if Anna Escamami becomes mayor of Orlando.
Okay, good. It's a bunch of them out there, Randy. You're 100% right. Let me get to that, though. I didn't hear Bob. I didn't hear Xantavius, Karen, or Amber. Americans who came to this country one way or the other and worked hard to build this country. He immediately pivoted toward immigrants. And I ain't got no problem with immigrants who do it the right way. But he's also reminded me when I was mad, I was like, man, this guy's a jerk, and blah, blah. And then I remember Donnie Miller, 7th grade, Douglas Elementary School, when I ran for student council. And my platform was, we need 30 more minutes for lunch, and everybody get another chocolate milk. And I knew that I couldn't make this happen, but it sounded amazing. 30 minutes more for lunch, and everybody get another chocolate milk. Vote for Donnie Miller. And I won. And a few weeks after I won, everybody wanted to fight my black ass. You know why? I had no power to do that. But it sounded amazing. Right? This guy can't give you free transportation. He can't give you free grocery stores. But if you are of the unlearned hue, or the 7th grade class at Douglas Elementary School, you might believe it. This guy's a clown and a con. But that's who he's talking to, Phil. I remember very well, my platform was 30 more minutes for lunch and another chocolate milk. I knew I couldn't do it, but guess who didn't? They didn't know.
Else.
So, Mamdani, I can't be mad at you.
Can we make a T-shirt that says Don Miller Show, more chocolate milk?
I can't be mad at Mamdani because we had an old saying in the hood. You see a fool, you bump his head. Damn, Mamdani, you won. The amazing part is many of these young people, because that's who bought into it, are going to sit there and wait for something free. And they don't understand the protocol of what it takes to even get to such point. So now I'm not as mad as Mamdani as I was at first, because I too bumped some heads. Damn, I wanted to be mad at this guy, this damn foreigner who came here and he gave this speech and he promised a bunch of free stuff. And then it hit me last night, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
I'm watching Chicago PD. And I remember my speech to the masses at Douglas Elementary School. 30 minutes more for lunch and everybody gets another chocolate milk. And I said to myself when the lunchroom lady looked at me with the side eye, baby, you know we ain't got enough chocolate milk to give everybody a second one. And you definitely know we ain't getting 30 more minutes on the playground. If you don't get your ass somewhere, cockeyed Donnie Miller, and stop lying to these students. But nobody said that until it was all over, and then I lost some friends who were excited about getting an extra 30 minutes and for sure getting another chocolate milk. Can you put Betty Kibble's
it's cut off too. So it says, Don Miller, you're the best school buddy. We never got the goods of your platform. Your former Douglas schoolmate.
She was
wants
there.
her chocolate milk.
She was there. She remembered my platform. Okay? Extra chocolate milk. 30 more minutes on the playground.
I think we need to see a photo of 7th grade or 7-year-old.
So this pretty much is what Mamdani has done. And then a lady stopped me the other day, yesterday. She was like, next thing he's going to do is run for president. I'm like, no, ma'am, he can't run for president. He was born in Uganda. And he's pushing for a $30 an hour minimum wage by 2030. That's 4 years from now. And if you talking about bankrupting the whole city, you give people $30 an hour minimum wage, see how that work out for you, right?
You like paying $25 for milk?
Again, chocolate milk. It's ridiculous when people buy into this. But Mamdani's not the only guy. There was another guy a few years ago, from a foreign land by the name of Barack Obama, who promised people something, remember? And he got there, and guess what they got? Nothing. I'm hoping at some point there's some legislative action that says you guys can't promise people nothing you can't deliver on. Or I'm hoping that people get smart enough to say, can you explain to us how you can make this happen, candidate?
You have concepts of extra chocolate milk.
How what is your relationship with the chocolate milk distributor? Well, I really don't have one, but I'm hoping they'll sit down with me when I win. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
We have to do better to be better.
Have people not smartened up to that though? Like,
no, they're not, man.
Is it because they're young? Because like this guy, you say he's only 34. So.
He's 34. You knew who he was talking to. We live in a microwave mindset. These young people, they want it quick. They want it right away. That $30 an hour. Look, let me explain something to you. I went to McDonald's maybe about 2 months ago. And I go inside, and there's one person at the counter. And I walk up to the counter, and the lady's like, what can I do for you? And she's like, no, you got to go over there. And it's like 4 kiosks. And I got to order my whatever I'm getting at the kiosk. And I walk back up to the counter, and her whole ass job is to grab the bag and hand it to me. Like, wait a minute, that's your job? Turn and reach. Turn and reach. I'm like, this is where this is going. I remember McDonald's was get that job, get you a few dollars in your pocket, buy you a pair of Jordans. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. $30 an hour? I'm walking out of where I'm currently employed. The problem is, this is all a con. I believe that people deserve a fair wage, a living wage. I totally am all about that. But that's depending on where your ass work. You don't deserve $30 to make me a sandwich. Take your ass somewhere and get a trade. Now, I get it. The system has broken that too. There used to be trade schools. But $30 an hour, minimum wage? Phil.
That's ridiculous.
How about bring the prices to where they're supposed to be?
Dude, I remember when $15 an hour was like, that's a lot. Dude, and that wasn't even that much longer ago.
$30 an hour as a minimum wage is some of the most ridiculous nonsense I've ever heard. And it's amazing how young people are like, yeah, that's what I'm going to get, $30 an hour. You bring your ass over here to Hungry Howie's and eat this cardboard. I'm going to get $30 an hour just to give you this cardboard.
Dude, paramedics don't even make that.
Again, people who blow in your lungs to save you don't make $30 an hour. And we talking about giving 30. Mamdani is a con. Some people call him a communist. I call him a con. But I can't be mad at him because I did the same thing in 7th grade.
But you were 12.
I know, man, but I told him something I couldn't do for him. And I felt terrible about that for a long-ass time. Like, damn, Betty Kibble and Aaron Rhodes and Mark Harvey and Dwight Johnson, they all thought they was going to get an extra chocolate milk because I bamboozled them. And I dealt with that guilt for many years.
I see that. You still carry it.
I carry the guilt. I told them I could do something for them, and I knew I couldn't. Rest in peace, Aaron Rhodes, and many of the people that was in the 7th grade with me, and when I knew I couldn't deliver, but it was not about them, it was about me. And this is what we're seeing in New York City. It's not about the people in New York. It's about the rise of Zohran Mamdani. And let him tell you this, and let's just sit back and get some popcorn and watch. If transportation is free in New York, I promise you there are millions of people who ride public transportation in New York. Where is the money going to come from to keep public transportation up and running? Oh, let me guess. From taxing the rich in New York. Guess what the rich is going to do in New York when you come to them for more money, Phil?
They're going to skedaddle. They're going to move.
They're going to move.
To Texas or Florida.
The realtor of the year in Florida is Zohran Mamdani, okay? He is selling more houses in Florida than any realtor in Florida right now. Because if you make transportation free, Phil, I've been on the train in New York. First of all, it's gross.
Smell like pee.
And they got money to clean it up, and I guess they ain't got enough money to clean it up. But if you take that and make it free.
You know how much it is normally?
I don't know. I have no idea. I've only been on it once.
Amber, look it up.
Let me just say this, right? So they take that money, the millions of people, and I got to be over 1 million people ride every day.
Gotta be.
Just let them go ride for free. Let me just say this. That don't even make sense. How do we repair the trains when they break? Where does this revenue come from? Free city buses, freeze rents. He said he's going to freeze rents on 1 million apartments. You freeze rents on 1 million apartments in New York, where rent is already, okay, high as Snoop Dogg, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do? We have to be smarter. We have to engage better. When we allow someone to urinate in our face and tell us there's a storm out on the ocean and it's moving this way, if your soul ain't anchored in Jesus, you will surely drift away. Drift away, drift away. This is a con. And then people are like, well, this is where the Democrats don't like this guy. They just can't say it. There's no way the Democrats who've been getting rich off the game, as long as they've been getting rich off the game, is going to stand with a guy who is anti-capitalism. Tell me an anti-capitalist Democrat. Not one. Maybe Bernie Sanders, but he passed away in 89. Okay?
Bernie Sanders ain't died.
Okay, his mindset did.
Oh.
Okay? Go look.
You cold, man.
His mindset died, and his ideas he had a hell of ideas till the end of 88.
You cold, man.
From 73 to 88, he was like, yeah, that makes sense, Bernie. We like that. In 89, we thought he was smoking that Vermont reefer. The problem is people need to do more research. And we need to study and we need to engage properly. And I didn't want to spend this much time on this because I think this is going to be an amazing situation to watch Zohran Mamdani spiral out of control right in front of the midterms. And a bunch of people are like, oh, hell no, we don't want that. But this is the problem when it is not important to sit down and research. This is the problem, and we see it all the time, all over. So shout out to my main man, Osiris, who is a guy that I learned a lot from. Love you, bro. Somebody asked me, might have been Osiris, was Zohran Mamdani from Uganda going to be a worse mayor than Brandon bitch-ass Johnson? And I said to myself, after thinking long and hard, Brandon bitch-ass Johnson is probably can't be close to as bad of a mayor. Brandon's job was to give the city away. Zohran's job is to ruin the city. And when we look at this, Brandon is doing what he's told to do. And I also think he's in denial. Right? And when you look at this and look at it just makes it, I'm amazed at how many people don't know the steps you have to take to get to certain levels politically in major markets. You can't say the trains are free, everybody go ride. That has to go through a cycle. You can't say we got a free grocery store right over there. Everybody head over there and get free groceries. Can you imagine the pandemonium, especially now that they done played with this WIC and this EBT, right? Mm-hmm. They fighting in Publix. You know they're going to be fighting at the free joint. Listen, we have to be careful, but we also have to spend a few minutes looking at the history of people. This guy knows what he's doing. And I want to ask my Jewish friends the question who live in New York, my Jewish friends and brethren, my small hat buddies. I'm sorry, that's inappropriate as hell. How does the Jewish community feel about this guy? Because he's blatantly not with you, but you're the money people in this town. So who voted for this guy? Now, granted, he was running against Curtis Lewa, who was the founder of that organization that was getting their ass kicked in the 80s. What was the name of that group Curtis Lewa founded?
I have no
Come on, man. Curtis Lewa, S-L-I-W-A. He founded them in New York. Then they went all over the country. They were getting their ass towed up. They all wore little hats.
The Guardian Angels?
The Guardian Angels. Curtis Lewa ran for mayor. That was 40 years ago. He founded the Guardian Angels, and they used to get their ass towed up.
Yeah,
but they were doing good work. They saved 2 people, but they got their ass towed up 200 times. But it was all about the spirit of trying, you know what I mean? And Randy ran again. Who else was in that race? The governor's son. The problem is we got to create a mindset that people spend more time looking at the entire picture and not just raising their hand when it's something free. So to my friends in New York, Florida is, we got a few more spaces, but we need to close the damn door down here too. Let's be clear, man.
Nah, we full, bro.